We have a lot of do you know like Tupperware tubs?
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, that's actually very Malaysian. So you get a point there.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah, good, very good. I'm these are like my first interviews of it I've done from my house, so it's nice to do.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
I'm kind of like-
nice.
I'm kind of like traveling the world in the space of a day. It's really, really cool.
That's awesome. By the way, we are from Malaysia, and
Yeah.
it's we come from a station called Fly FM. It's RD, Ili, and BK.
What's up?
What is up, man? So bad habits obviously is something that we want to try to get rid of sometimes. So what's this song about to you, Ed?
The song, it's basically like how, I mean, I see bad habits as kind of like dominoes falling. You kind of like, if you start the night with one, you have good intentions, and then that one leads to 5, and then that leads to like a takeaway burger, then that leads to, you know, it just, every bad habit leads to the next one.
Ed, this is the first time we're seeing you as a vampire. That too in pink. What does this whole persona mean to you, man?
Do you know what? I was thinking of an idea for the music video, and I feel like everyone's bad habits usually come out at night. It's, you know, when it's Friday or Saturday night where your bad habits come out, and I feel like vampires come out at night as well. So that was my sort of twist on that.
Oh, well, we were stalking the Ed HQ on Instagram, and we found out that you gave a set of lyrics, and these are the only set of lyrics that we know about. Nothing happens after 2. Why is this one really important to you, though?
Well, that's a lyric from the chorus. So the chorus is, my bad habits lead to late nights, ending alone, conversations with a stranger. So basically, like, you know, you go to a club, right? And you have a good time at the club, and then you go back to an after party. And I always find that at that after party, it's kind of good from about midnight 2. And then after 2, you find yourself, it's like 6 a.m. and you're like, I've just wasted 4 hours of my life. Like nothing good has happened in this last 4 hours. So that's me just saying from personal experience, nothing happens after 2.
Okay.
All right. Ed, if you could dedicate this song to one person in your life, who would it be?
I mean, probably my group of friends, my group of school friends, because we're all in the same sort of boat there.
Okay, you guys are doing stuff after 2. We get it.
Okay.
What is the main thing that you want your fans to take away from your song, Bad Habits?
That this is not the overall sound of the album, and if you like it, then great. And if it's not your thing, there's plenty of stuff that will be. So for me, this is me trying to cover new ground that I haven't done before. I've never made a song that sounds like this. So for me, it was important to put this song out.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Cool.
Well, Ed, you've been to Malaysia before, and we know this because I made you read a children's book.
Yeah.
Before.
Of
So
course.
I hope you remember
I
that.
do.
So we just wanted to know, it's been a while since you've been back in Malaysia. So we got a little game for you. It is game time. It is called How Malaysian is Ed Sheeran? Bad Habits Edition.
Hit me.
Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to list out some bad habits that are very common over here in Malaysia. And we just wanted to see if you're guilty of some of these habits or not. It's a quick fire round.
Seriously.
All right, Ed, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, the first one, cutting queue at the grocers.
No, I would never. I could never do that here. You know, I've never. If I get caught doing anything bad in England, it's like it's very bad news. It's very bad news.
Okay.
So I have to really behave myself over here.
All right, number 2, saying that you're on the way when you haven't even left the house.
No, I'm like really, really hot on time. I think my dad was so strict when I was younger, and he basically was just like, by you wasting someone else's time, it's showing that you don't respect them. So he was always just like, you get there on. Like, I always arrive like 10 minutes early anywhere. So I'm just So for me, not so much. But that isn't just a Malaysian thing. I think all of my friends are quite late. So I think
It's quite dominant here.
Okay, Ed. The third thing, wasting food. Ooh.
No, again, my dad was really, really strict as a kid. And I was always taught to have a clean plate at the end, which I think I eat so much now. And I think it's because I was always taught to clean your plate. So when I'm in America, the portions are huge. So they give you a burger and fries, and you're like, well, I guess I'm gonna have to eat it then. So yeah, I'm not a big food waster. We have a lot of do you know like Tupperware tubs?
Oh
Yeah.
We've got I've got like loads of them in my house. So if we don't finish a meal, we'll put them in Tupperware, put them in the fridge, and we'll have it for the dinner or lunch the next day.
Okay, that's actually very Malaysian. So you get a point there.
Yeah.
All right, Ed, the fourth one. Barging into the lift the second the door opens. So you don't even wait for people to come out. You just go in.
No, I get like quite claustrophobic. So like I would always wait for the lift to be empty so I could get in on my own or with one other person. I don't really like tight spaces with lots of people.
Oh my gosh, I feel bad. The more we ask Ed, the more I feel bad.
I think like he's gonna say no to all.
I'm sorry.
All right, the final one, Ed. Slowing down to stare at car accidents, because we do that a lot when we see it on the highway. We'll just stop.
Yeah, I think that's a universal thing, and I don't think it's necessarily like morbid curiosity. I think it's just in the world, if anything is outside the norm of your daily routine, you're gonna get intrigued by it. So whether it's like anything, I mean, I've been in the supermarket before, and I've taken a what is it, like Dolmio pasta sauce off, and all of them fell on the floor and smashed everywhere, and so many people stopped to stare at that. So that's just something like, that's not like a really bad thing that happened, but it's something that's outside the norm of normal routine, I guess. So yeah.
Oh my gosh, Ed. So, I mean, since you use Tupperware, we gotta say 10 out of 10.
Yes,
Very
10 out of 10.
Malaysian.
Definitely.
Very
Yes.
Malaysian.
We love this, man. But if you want to win some extra brownie points, though, we just need you to say this one very special line. And it's, of course, based on bad habits.
Yes. So, what this line means is you telling Malaysia, bad habits, you gotta get rid of them. Thank you. Okay? But you're gonna be saying it in our language, Bahasa Malaysia.
Hit me.
Okay, so Ed, basically this is the line. Malaysia, bad habit. Buang. Terima kasih.
Malaysia, bad habits, Buang. Terima Kasih.
Yeah!
I'm gonna be a better person tomorrow.
Ed, thank you so much for spending your time with us, man. This is really
Thank
great.
you so
we really
much.
miss you right here in Malaysia. We want you to come back, and we just can't wait for this pandemic to be over, man.
Absolutely. Well, I hope to be back soon, and keep safe and love you all.
Oh, love you too,
Ed.
Love you, man.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care, buddy.
Fly FM